Apple's entire Mac roadmap has leaked. And it's one of the most revealing insider looks we've seen in years. According to sources including data from macOS Tahoe betas, the full release schedule for Apple's upcoming M5 devices, and even hints of the M6 lineup, has surfaced. The leaks paint a clear timeline of how Apple plans to roll out its next generation of chips across iPads, MacBooks, and desktops well into 2026. Starting with the M5 iPad Pro, the device is now expected to drop in October 2025, becoming the first Apple product powered by the new chip. Alongside it, the Vision Pro is also set for a silent but crucial upgrade. Not a redesign, just a direct processor swap from M2 to M5, also slated for October. This subtle move aligns with Apple's approach of pushing incremental power updates to its premium devices before any major hardware overhauls. Next, Apple's software breadcrumbs tell the story of what's coming to Macs. Hidden references in macOS 26.0.2 identify a model labeled J704, which insiders have confirmed to be the new M5 MacBook Pro. The code sequence perfectly matches Apple's historical naming convention, J604 for the M4 model and J504 for the M3. That means an M5 MacBook Pro is not just planned, it's imminent. Unlike the Pro or Max versions, this will be the standard M5 variant, Apple's baseline test of its 5th-generation silicon, in the laptop lineup. Interestingly, additional identifiers, J813 and JA15, point to 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Air models, suggesting these will be the first laptops to feature the M5 chip before the Pro and Max editions. This is a significant shift in Apple's rollout order. For the first time in years, the Airs will debut before the Pro line. According to macOS version scheduling, these are expected to arrive with macOS 26.2. In early 2026, the more powerful M5 Pro and M5 Max chips, tied to the J714 and J716 MacBook Pros, won't surface until macOS 26.3. Likely around March 2026. Then comes the desktop wave. macOS 26.4 references J873S, J873G, J775C, and J775D, corresponding to updated Mac Mini and Mac Studio models. These are expected by summer of 2026, likely unveiled during or just before WWDC. The roadmap suggests that Apple's focus will stay heavily on portable devices for the next several months before shifting to desktop refreshes. Curiously, there's no mention of an iMac in any recent macOS code. Apple skipped an M2 version entirely, and given the minimal CPU gains, around 12 to 13%, and modest GPU improvements, 35 to 36%, seen in benchmark leaks, the company might skip the M5 generation as well. The Mac Pro, still running on M2 Ultra, also remains absent, fueling speculation that Apple could retire it altogether due to low sales compared to the far more popular Mac Studio. As for what's next, all eyes turn to the M6 generation. Sources indicate that the redesigned OLED MacBook Pros, featuring M6 Pro and M6 Max chips, are now targeted for late 2026 or early 2027, giving Apple more time to refine its next big leap in Mac design. In short, Apple's M5 lineup begins rolling out in October 2025 with the iPad Pro and Vision Pro, followed by the MacBook Airs in early 2026, MacBook Pros in spring, and desktop Macs by summer. Pricing remains consistent with current models. The iPad Pro expected from $1,199, the MacBook Air around $1,099, and the MacBook Pro starting near $1,999.